Everybody, it's Jeremy. Welcome back to EA Tetragrammaton, where we are playing This is turn 172. Let's jump into things. Okay, so this is not a make or break turn. That was last turn. This turn is repositioning. So we're gonna take this turn like we normally would and just go through all the order, because there's no way we win the game this turn. We'll just do it as we normally would. So, bunch of dire portents. In the aftermath of me losing all of the globals, right? In the big altercation, Lanka has immediately put them up. Almost verbatim, I think, actually. So he had Well of Misery and Astral Corruption. We dropped... I don't think we dropped Eternal Pyre. We had Maelstrom, that dropped, so he put that back up. I think we had Stellar Focus, and he put that back up. And then instead of Eternal Pyre, we had Gale Gate, and he put Eternal Pyre up. So, very interesting. Plugging it in for the long haul. So we had a arrow come and hit Ishib 67, but he survived. Very good. Did a fair amount of blood hunting considering what we're doing right now. And then we had a little host of attacks. We lost Wick Forest. We lost Delufe. We lost Troia. We lost Trackless Wastes. And then we have some actual battles. So we attacked into Andoria, raided that. One. We'll do Sleepy Wolds last. It was Sinkhole Swamp and Sleepy Wolds last. We got hit in Bell. Easy peasy on his side. We attacked in Greenwoods and won there. We got hit in Scraw Point. Lost there. We got hit in Old Man Mountains and lost there. And this one kind of hurts. We get attacked in Oak Beach. And this is where our two Arterians are. And if you'll remember correctly, last turn, and this is so unfortunate, right? They have a 25% chance with Shattered Soul to go crazy, basically. And last turn, they both went crazy. So we just couldn't do anything with them. So they're just kind of hanging out. You know how that be. So he comes in, and we can actually see the chunks being blown out as the Life for Life spam comes out. And he's got a whole bunch of blood slaves back here. So this is a really good tactic for getting rid of Tartarians. You know, it does a crap ton of damage. It's really hard to be able to do anything to that amount of damage. And we just barely get our Tartarian Titan to flee the Cyclops dies. So really not much we can do against that. That's kind of unfortunate. We get hit in Misty Bog by a large group. I say get hit. We lose our fortress in Misty Bog by a large group of pretty much just undead and vampires. And then the same thing in Alluvia, but to a significantly smaller enemy force. So we are slowly but surely, I say slowly but surely, we've been getting raided down, but now we are slowly but surely losing fortifications to the periphery to Lanka's attacks. At this point, if we don't win next turn, it's basically over. And we already knew that this was kind of going to be the thing. That if we were unable to punch through, it was all but a foregone conclusion for us to lose the game. So Lanka's with the globals and with with the continued raiding and the taking of our periphery forts, Lanka is making good on that conclusion. So we got a couple more battles to actually check. We're going to check Sinkhole Swamp, Sleepy Wolds, and Hallwoods. Do Hallwoods last. So here's Sinkhole Swamp. And this is Lanka trying to cut off my retreat. There's a whole shit ton of vampires here. 9 vampires. But we were somewhat prepared for this. And this was partially a combination of making sure we had an escape route, but also partially a combination, or just, you know, a lot of these units could only make it to this point. So, let's see how it goes. That vampire, the one out in front, just got deleted. Those were nowhere near anything. So I think we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I think we have as many, if not more, the Horde of Skeleton Casters, right? But added into the mix, we also have these Storm Demons, and we have these Titans. Neither of which are like geared out Titans, but they are still very big HP sacks, right? Run forward and meet in the middle. And looks like we are winning. Now the question is do we actually get these kills or do they rout? And the Storm Demons come in and clean up shop right there at the end. So they do a number. Kill all 9 Vampire Lords, which is pretty neat. So pretty happy about that. Then we have the battle in Sleepy Wolds as Lanka pops out and tries to do some damage to me. We're gonna have a Wailing Winds pop immediately. We can anticipate that. We've got some Soul Slay casting ready. Then we have a fair number of vampires. Vampire. And a Lich for good measure. But they're up against a large amount of units. Of course, this is a strong enough force that it's going to gem bait the shit out of me. So all of our shit goes up. Demon Cleansing, Natural Storm, Relief, Howl, etc. We've got full protection. We've got Mass Regeneration, Gaia's Blessing, all of that good stuff. So this is a foregone conclusion. There's no trick in this book that Lanka pulls at this particular moment to rout my entire army, right? But the question is how much do I lose out of this engagement? The answer is not much, actually. That was a pretty resounding success as far as victories go. So pretty good there. Pretty happy about that. We lost a lot of gems, obviously, but it is what it is. Not much we can do there. And then we have a battle in Hall Woods. So Hall Woods is a throne. And Relay is joining in on the prevent us from winning bandwagon. And this is a lot of ghosts. I say a lot of ghosts. It's a fair amount of ghosts. They're easily going to be able to beat our province defense. But there's not really a lot else happening here. And so I'm not super worried about this fight, but we will see. Talk about here in a couple of other unexpected events. Black Plague on Tirnog. Pangea has gained death. Fever Fins has gained some fire gems, and then we're under siege all over the place. So kind of is what it is. We only have 2 real concerns this turn, and that is Hall Woods and Sleepy Wolds. We are making some other minor adjustments, though. We are continuing to move these liches around and just kind of like random raiding. But we are moving all of our forces from Halbathria towards Hall Woods with the realization that I should be trying to protect these. Even even if we're not going to be able to win anymore, which maybe we win next turn, but maybe we don't. If we're not going to be able to win, we basically want to like go down kicking and screaming at each of these thrones. So, gonna move everything that we have at Hall Woods over, or at Halbathria over towards Hall Woods. In the meantime, we are going to be attacking, breaking siege in Hall Woods with what we have here, which isn't honestly much. We've got a bit of undead and a Gudu here, but we're also bringing in the cavalry. So a bunch of vampires, an air Gudu, right? A bunch of these guys are breaking siege here. Sorry, so that's not correct. A bunch of vampires from Tenaria and a air Gudu from there. More vampires from other locations, etc., etc. So all told, I think we're gonna have 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. We should have 11 vampires heading towards Hall Woods, and realistically, that should be just fine, right? The vampires are going to produce a lot of chaff, and then they're going to just lay into the ghosts, and the ghosts would normally be a problem for the chaff, but the vampires will just obliterate them. Well, I say that. I don't think Wither Bones works on the undead. Regardless, I'm still not super concerned about it. But it is possible that Relay gets reinforcements. Regardless, they didn't pop the fort this turn. So even if I somehow manage to not push them off, there's still an additional turn where they have to actually pop the fort. So if we are successful this turn, it's not going to matter. So that goes to the other thing, and then that's what's happening here in Sleepy Wolds. And we're just, we're going in, same song, different dance, right? I don't know. We're moving everything that was in Sinkhole Swamp into Sleepy Wolds. Everything that can't make it, like all of these liches, everything that can't make it to Sleepy Wolds are heading to Sinkhole Swamp in order to hold it. Rinse, repeat. That's the game plan. We already know how this is. I've reset gems on everything, so we have gems for all of the shit that we are planning to do, or trying to do. And that's that. I am avoiding, and I don't know if is this the right play or not, right? But I am avoiding doing Firestorm. Primarily because I think if I get baited into doing a Firestorm on the exterior battle, I'll kill too much or route too much before going into the interior battle. We'll see how it goes. I've tried to split up units as best I can so that there is a higher chance of, if half of my unit carriers route, then maybe I won't be as fucked, but IDK. That's pretty much it. This is honestly a really short turn compared to the prior turns. We have no real stuff going on. I'm literally throwing all of my gems into the attacks on Sleepy Wolds or into the defense of Hall Woods, right? We've drained our Blood Slave coffers for that. Oh, and then we're also moving all of our units from Dershid into Silverfangs. So, and that's again just to try to make sure that we are protecting our thrones, even if it's just with a bunch of thralls. And that's pretty much it for the game. I'm pretty rated down, right? If we are successful in this battle or in these battles, then we can still win. But at this point, I kind of think that Lanka's got this, and it's just a matter of time before Lanka now bleeds me down. So Next turn is going to be a real big battle, and we're going to have to see how that goes. And then if we're successful, great. If we're not, then it's going to be the slow, maybe not slow. It might actually be really quick, depending. Blanca might be able to just storm one of our fortified locations, but I'm going to make it as difficult as possible. So, fingers crossed. We'll see how it goes. Bye-bye, everybody.